Yeah.
So, a very good morning, everyone. Our expert for today's session is Nidhi Kala. Nidhi Kala is a writer, calligrapher, and LinkedIn coach. She stepped into writing in 2016, featured in Radio Mirchi, and having been published in various Hindi anthologies. She is now an independent writer. Welcome, ma'am, on behalf of Team Enlightenment. I hope you and your loved ones are doing well. And thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Atrayee and I will be moderating the webinar today. Okay,
First of all, thanks Atrayee for inviting me here.
thank you so much, Nidhi. So, for those who are watching us for the very first time, Enlightenment is India's first personalized web app platform to solve students' problem of determining their career path by conducting various career guidance interview with leading expert in the industry. So now without any further delay, we'll be starting with today's webinar. So ma'am, can we go ahead with the questions?
Yeah, sure.
So ma'am, content writing is a very new thing that like we are seeing. It's evolving every day. People are getting into content writing. So like how did you personally switch your career into content writing?
Basically, I was really passionate about writing. I stepped into I consistently started writing in 2016, and since then I was looking for something that how I can convert my passion for writing into my career. So I kept on exploring, and then I understood and came to know about it that content writing is something that is the way that I can monetize my writing skills and pursue it as my career. So in 2018, I found out how I can start my career in content writing.
Okay, okay. That's great, ma'am. That's great. So, ma'am, writing like if somebody like an author is writing a book or somebody who's working with a content writing company, like what is the difference between the two? A writer who's writing a newspaper article, or a writer who's writing a book, or somebody who is working as a content writer in some company with a marketing company, maybe. What's the difference between the two?
So both the types of writers have creativity in them. But if someone is an author, he or she is in a creative space. They are called creative writers because they are writing if there are authors who are writing like fictional stories. So that is more of the
Right,
creative space. Apart from that, if you are writing scripts film scripts, so all of that stuff that comes under creative writing. But content writing, it requires much more of research. So content writing requires the research part, but the creative writing requires more of the creative side involved in it. So the content writing part
right,
involves research, then outlining the content, then writing, then editing, all of that stuff. But in the creative writing, like doing this newspaper, writing news reports, and all this video scripts and non-fictional stories, novels. This comes in the creative part. So that's the difference. Research makes it different.
okay, 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 ma'am. So, ma'am, like while you switched to a writer in 2016, as we like all know, so, ma'am, was it like a difficult choice for you to
Um,
switch to writing, full-time writing?
no, it wasn't a difficult choice because I wanted to do it. But yeah, but because it is a non-conventional career choice, so it was quite difficult to, you know, people around to convince them. So yeah.
Right. And like any hurdles or difficulties that you like faced while, making this choice personally, anything that you like the students, like you would like to share with the students so that they can, rectify if they should take up this, as their full-time career.
Yeah. So basically, in the starting, I was like exploring all the things out from 2016. That's how it all works, and how basically I was learning at that time that how I can write, how can I do content writing. So I just started the internships and all of those things. So basically, I started. There are, now these days there are these courses. A lot of courses are available to learn content writing and all of those things. But at that time, there were not many options available. So I just jumped into internships through Internshala. So,
Okay.
so that was the only way for me that I can, learn the skill through internship. But the first problem that arose was in internships also. The thing was they did not explain what is content writing and how you are going to pursue it. They just used to give out topics that these are the topics and you have to write. So all of that stuff. So it took me a lot of time to figure out things. So yeah, so that was the main challenge.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, as you said that they really didn't explain about content writing and what is it about. Ma'am, could you explain to our students what content writing is and what a content writer usually does?
Mhm. So basically, content writing, whatever you see around you, the billboards that you see, or even the movies, the Netflix movies that you watch, the subtitles you see, even the chips that you eat, the packet, whatever is written on those, that is content writing. The blogs you read or the film reviews you read, everything, all of these things are content writing. And basically there are a difference between there are different kinds of writers, like there are creative writers, there are news writers, there are content writers and copywriters. So content writer, what is the work of content writer? Content writer creates awareness about you. Suppose I am a content writer, and if I want to establish myself as a brand or a company in future, so I will write about myself to create awareness about myself. Similarly, if someone is starting a new company, so the first step is to create awareness about your company. So that is what content writer does in the written form. And for this, what is the form, a different form of content they write? It is the first one that comes is blogs. Apart from that, it is ebooks. From what you can provide education and awareness, both of these things. So videos, content that you see on LinkedIn, Instagram, in the form of carousels, in the form of text posts and blogs, articles, all of these things. So these are the formats, the different types of formats of content writing. And
Right.
to start with this, the first step is that you don't need to be very good at English, but you need to be a very good researcher, because content writing involves 80% of research and 20% of your writing skills.
Okay, okay, okay. So, ma'am, as you're saying that more of a research skill is required rather than being fluent in English or being exceptionally good in English. So, ma'am, what are the basic skills, or are there any courses or certifications that will actually boost up a student's career into content writing, specifically the skills that is required, to identify.
Okay. So courses, I can't tell about courses because I am a believer of observation. In the past, I have learned many skills, not just writing, but designing, calligraphy, branding, a lot of skills I have learned. And all of these skills I have learned by observing people. One that I advocate every time to people who ask me how to start content writing, that is observe people. Those who are doing the exactly same thing and are doing it
Mhm.
very well, observe them. Observe how they are writing, what they are writing, understand, try to understand, like regularly read their content and understand what are the things, what is their style of writing, and incorporate in, you just start writing and incorporate in your writing that exact same style. So it is not copying. Copying will be like you are exactly writing their words. Like
Correct,
if they have
correct.
written A, you are writing A, but you are copying their style. So this is how the observation skill will work. Apart from that, yeah, research skill is required. That how you research, how much time you are taking to research, and the third comes the English skills, English language, or maybe any other language. Content writing is not just in the English language, or whatever
Correct,
language
correct.
you are writing, you should have a grasp of it. Yeah.
Okay. So, ma'am, if I give you an example, like suppose I'm a student of class 12 and I am more inclined towards literature and English or any other like Hindi or Bengali as a subject, like a language subject, literature subject. So, ma'am, I want to take up writing in my future. So, as a career. So, I got into college. Now, should I go for a part-time content writing as an internship to brush up my skills? Because it is not like engineering that I get the degree, I get an IT job, and it's done. So it's like
Yeah.
something with practice and experience. So, ma'am, is what should the student actually do? To be there at the to get that skill and get everything brushed up.
If you just stepped out of 12th grade and are in college, then it is you have a very fresh chance to explore college. And, in Delhi universities, I haven't been in Delhi University, but I had friends who had joined various communities. There were creative communities. So I'll
Correct.
tell you, give you an example of one of my friends. So she is also a writer by passion. So she explored writing skills because when she entered in college, she joined creative communities, and from there she started exploring it. So there are in college you get various opportunities of writing in magazines and submitting your articles, debates. Debate is also a great form of understanding how to communicate and then writing it down. So communication is also a great part of content writing because you are doing
Mhm.
written communication. Written communication, if it is
Correct.
not clear, then what is the point of content writing? It is the form of written communication. So these are the
Mm-hmm.
things. If you are a college student, then definitely joining these communities will definitely help. And apart from, I will say that it should be a blend of both the internships and joining various communities in your college. So it will help you, it will provide you awareness. These communities, joining these communities in your college, plus a different
Mm-hmm.
set of knowledge you will gain through internships, not in terms of just brushing up your skills, but if you are doing in-house internships, then it's very good. You will understand what the professional environment looks like when you will be in future working. So yeah, the blend of both.
Okay. Okay. Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, content writing, as we know that it's a very new thing, especially after the pandemic. More and more writers they're exploring their passions, and people are coming up. So, 5, 10 years back, content writing was not a very relevant thing, especially like 10 years back. Now we have companies like Pepper Content. Those were like full-fledged, companies who are running
Yeah.
just for content. So, ma'am, what is the scope right now in our country of content writers, and what are the possibilities, and maybe anything future that's there for the the whole community of content writers?
So content writing is currently very booming profession. And as you said,
Hmm.
after the pandemic, the growth of content writers has really increased. But the problem right now is that there are not many, because people, like everyone right now, is trying to be a
Hmm.
content writer. So the content writing
Exactly.
industry is unfiltered. So
Correct, correct.
you really need to understand the depth of what exactly is content writing, and start polishing your skills for that,
Correct,
which is
correct.
right now people are not doing. People are just jumping into content writing because the thing is, people think that you just have to write down. First, you just have to write down, and secondly, you just need to have the English skills, the language skills that are
Hmm.
required in content writing. So I don't think that's the problem about right now that is occurring in the industry. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, like right now, content writing, how is the growth is going on presently, and how the in terms of earning also, because a student, if taking up a career as a full-time career, so definitely that person will think about how much I'm gonna earn at the end of the month, XYZ amount, or is it a good, is it going to secure my future or not? So, ma'am, like, what about the content writing? If I take up, will I be able to suffice? Will I be able to live with that
Okay.
full commitment? I mean, like fulfillment of, life, basically.
So growth of content writing is really great right now, and it is scalable. And if you know how to scale it the right way, so there are you can but the thing is, you can't just be a content writer if you want to pursue the future, not just by
Mm-hmm.
writing blogs. You can't do that. There are two things that you can do. Either you can take up freelancing, or you can take up a full-time job. That full-time job, definitely, content writing jobs really pay well. But you will
Right,
have to furnish your skills accordingly that you get that level of job. First thing is this, and the second thing comes in freelancing. So I am freelancing, so I can tell about it a lot better. The thing is that you need to obviously polish your skills first, and apart from
mm-hmm.
that, about the growth, the financial growth, content writing definitely has, if you know how to package your services and how to present it to your clients, and not just in terms
Right,
of clients, in fact in job as well. So definitely this is a good paying job, but if you know how to blend two to three skills together. So if you
correct,
are just starting out as a content writer, if a student wants to earn well, just doing the internships won't help, because there will be internships. There are very low paying internships when you are starting out. They
correct,
are
correct,
good ones if you want to level up and polish your skills. But on the later stages, it would be great that you go for a full-fledged job, or the other way
correct.
around is freelancing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it does
Okay,
provide good opportunities in financial growth.
okay, okay. So, ma'am, like currently we see a lot of content creators, content writers on like social media platforms. So, ma'am, like, is that a good platform to, show the skills or show the talent, like, over social media? Because that's like a thing right now for the, young generation.
So showcasing content creation skills or content writing skills.
Ma'am, content writing skills. There are many people who like they write different poems or creatives or their thoughts out on social media. They're writing blogs, writing pages. Then there is WordPress also where people like
Yeah.
write blogs. Well, these like a virtual world, the social media world. So how can you like create your own brand, own identity as a content creator in the social media platform?
Okay. People write poems, short stories. I would say that doesn't count in content writing. There are people.
Okay.
It could be a hobby because I also started with writing poems and short stories. Hindi poems,
Mm-hmm.
etc. So these come under hobby. So, if you are strongly wanting to start your content writing, showcasing your content writing skills, then I would say there should be something concrete apart from writing these stories and stuff. If this is a good idea, being on Instagram, being on YouTube, being on LinkedIn. LinkedIn does provide
Right.
various opportunities. Right now, LinkedIn is also booming a lot. And in
Correct.
fact, just a few days back, I received a connection request from a ninth grade student saying she wants to learn content writing. So opportunities are there on social media platform. But the thing is that you need to start showcasing. I strongly believe LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great platform if you want to start showcasing your writing skills. Both in terms of what you can do is you can start writing posts, creating posts. So this will furnish your skills. This will polish your skills, and at the same time you have the opportunity to connect with the decision makers and get your first clients or even internships from LinkedIn. So there are opportunities, but the thing is that you need to write the right kind of content. And what is the right kind of content? It is not writing poems and short stories. It is
Correct.
good
Correct.
if you are wanting to take it as a hobby. But if exactly content writing is your hobby, then you should move a little bit forward from writing poems. So what you can do is you can just suppose you want to start content writing. Okay, so Atrayee wants to start content writing, and she wants to
Yes.
start writing on Instagram and LinkedIn. So what she can do is
Mm-hmm.
she can post a picture, any picture she took, or she can design a graphics on what is content
Mm.
writing, and then write a caption about content, what is content writing on Instagram. Similarly,
Right.
she can, if she knows what are the skills that are required in content writing, she can shift to LinkedIn and write about it. Or suppose you are a fitness geek. So what you can do is you can write about fitness. You can create a full-fledged caption. You can post your fitness story, photograph picture on Instagram, and then write a full-fledged caption telling about how you started your fitness journey. So that
Correct.
this is
Correct.
the way that you can showcase your content writing skills there. So social media is a great place to showcase.
Okay. And ma'am, I really want to know what did you suggest that class 9-year-old child about content writing? Like a 9-year child on LinkedIn is pretty surprising, and she
Ninth
asking
grade,
somebody.
ninth grade, not
Okay,
nine
I'm
years.
sorry. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, I'm sorry. A ninth grade student, like maybe a 14, 15-year-old child,
yeah.
asking that on LinkedIn. That is also pretty surprising, a 14, 15-year-old child. So, ma'am, what
Yeah.
did you suggest? Like a school-going class 9 kid as a
So I
content writer?
basically didn't suggest her anything because I felt that she already has a mentor in place. She said that she
Okay, okay.
wants to learn from her mistakes, and she is trying to learn from other people on LinkedIn. So she wants to connect with me. So she has
Okay.
her cousin, because I was curious to know that how come she joined LinkedIn. So
Exactly.
that was the first question that I asked her. So she said that she has her sister who, pushed her to be on LinkedIn because it is a great place for content writers. She said. So yeah. So I felt, yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, ma'am, like coming to the end of the webinar, I would like to ask you, like, do you want to share any tips or suggestions from your side as an expert to all the students listening to us?
Yeah, sure. So first, I would say that if you want to start content writing, then definitely go for internships because they are a good way to polish your skills. And the thing is, while looking for content writing internships, be aware of the right internship because there are a lot of internships that turn out to be a scam as well. The first thing
Correct.
is this, and second thing is strong observation skills that you definitely need to have. One thing that I have realized over all these years that if you have strong observation skills and communication skills, then you can
Hmm.
definitely excel at content writing or say any skill that you want. And it is not necessary that you have certification in place for content writing, but you should understand how to execute those skills. So execution is more important than certification. Even if you don't have any certification in place for content writing, whatever you are writing right now,
Hmm.
whether you are in school or in college, whatever you are reading, observe that and try to replicate as in don't write exactly about same topic you are writing. Don't write exactly the same thing but your opinion. So these are the things that will help you improve your writing and help you you can become a content writer. So you don't need certifications definitely, but it is a choice.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. That was a great, great session. Thank you so much for being with us today. I'm sure today's session has cleared ample of doubts and inspired a lot of content writers. And it was a great, great pleasure to have you with us. Thank you so
Thank
much, ma'am.
you. And thank you so much for inviting me here. Thank you. Thanks a
Thank you,
lot.
ma'am. So, ma'am, lastly, I would like to say that all the future content writers buckle up and stay tuned with us. And if you have any questions regarding this amazing career path, then do write it down in the comment section. And Enlightenment is working towards the goal to inspire students to excel in their careers. With the changing dynamics, we bring the experts from a very interesting and offbeat career path. So download the application today and follow us on social media to explore the world of careers. So lastly, I hope that everyone is doing well and is safe. On this note, I would like to conclude today's webinar. Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming and joining us today.
You're welcome.